EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
49, check 49, check 49.
Say, it's free. No, take it. Off. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Here we go.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Set, ready. Hey, over. Rip left. Check it backer. Hey. Press on. Come on. Tight dog.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. This one caught by Isabella. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
21. Here we go. Hey, Zoo. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 15.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. 180.
Nice, sweetheart. 36.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
we go. Like 20. 11.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59.
Ball. Hey, gun.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
There's Garoppolo to throw. This is caught. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up. Set up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Nice box. Right. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check nickel.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
A 64-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On first down, here's Breida. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo gives to Breida. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 39. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And when he was taken 62nd, a lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 38, Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
56 to Will. 56. Check 56. I got it. Check 99. Check 99.
Murray now on first down. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Murray going to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's what I do.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. 21. Army. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Check. Hey, Haywood.
Now Garoppolo. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, 59.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He's checking. Crash. Looks off. 56. Mike 56. 6 man. Check curls. Mike 56.
To throw on third down. Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Here we go. 86. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, exit. Mike 18.
Play action. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Wait. Don't get nervous. Mike 18, Mike 18.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throw left side, complete to Bird. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double dog, that's the way.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
A huge play there for Arizona. 59 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damiere Byrd, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays.
Here we go.
Really hurts the team on defense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I know he ain't got it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Being chased out left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56, 56 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 56. Right there, 56.
Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Check. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Okay. Under crunch. Under crunch. Let's go. Get set. Let's go.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here
Line
we go.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got one. I got one. I got one.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here we go. 180. Two.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Back to throw. Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Murray to throw. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.